Everybody needs a new do or a little something, don't you think?
I think so.
Men need to go to the spa.
Yes.
I know you're a fan of the pampering.
Well, I am a princess. I keep telling people
I know,
that.
and I do certainly agree with you. And as you were princess-like traveling through Europe, you stopped in Prague and you went, oh, I'm falling in love with the city.
Well, yes, it is just absolutely gorgeous. People said to me, when you get to the red-roofed city, you're just going to know exactly what we're talking about. Oh, gosh, it's just such a lovely, lovely place.
Boy, red roofs indeed.
Yes, indeed. Now, these are all our own pictures taken there, and you can see this is a rooftop terrace we're looking at there, a restaurant.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and we had dinner there the last night. It's at a hotel right on the square called U Prince, and it was just absolutely lovely.
And what kind of food? Like when you're in Prague, what are your specialties?
Well, they have the traditional Hungarian specialities, Czech specialities, everything to that region. But it's very cosmopolitan as well. So lots of Italian restaurants, really the whole gamut. Just a very vibrant city. There again is the patio right on the square of
You're
the same
really
hotel.
about drinks, aren't you? Cocktails. Here's Leslie's vacation pictures.
Yes.
These are the various lounges and restaurants that we were at.
I keep telling you too much about the places that include champagne.
Champagne, that's because I totally agree with you. So do you stay downtown?
Oh, yes.
And then
absolutely.
do you walk? Is it a walking city?
It definitely is a walking city, so take your walking shoes, get a good map. Jumping on the trams is very reasonably priced as well, so you can get around the city that way because it's quite a hike from, say, the main Old Town area. You have to go across the river to go up the hill to go and see the castle and the museum. We spent some fascinating time in the Jewish quarter there, went to one of the museums, which was really very, very fascinating. Went to the synagogues as well, some of them very old. So it's really so much history in one place, and it's really been a place that was very much closed to us during all the years of, being behind the Iron Curtain and the Cold War. And just fantastic art, museums.
And the culture. Tell me about the concert.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we went to a beautiful concert there. The first night we got in, we just found this. It was in the National Museum. They said it's in the Grand Lobby area. In fact, here we have a picture of it. And the orchestra, the small orchestra, came out there into the lobby area, and on the stairs, that's where we all sat. And they had these nice big red cushions that they handed out to everybody. And it was the acoustics in there were fantastic because the ceiling is very high, beautiful, and yet it was a very intimate experience because we were completely around all the musicians, and these were musicians from the chamber orchestra there in Prague. It's just, you step out of there after this beautiful cultural experience, you walk down the main drag, and there's the pavement cafes, and
again the food and the drinks,
and wine, and lovely stuff.
How did you do with your English?
Everybody speaks English there.
Okay, not an issue.
Well, I wouldn't say everybody,
but you can get by.
The younger people. And what I found as well, which was fascinating, both in Prague and Budapest, is we might be looking at our street map on the corner and somebody would come up and say, do you need help? Very often a student, and they really are so proud of speaking English.
And they like to practice their English, so they like to contact with you.
Yes, and then they always say, have a nice day, because they've seen that on the movies,
yeah,
and it's so cute.
Oh, very nice.
But it really is a fantastic trip, a beautiful city. I was only there for 3 nights. I could easily spend a week there.
And that's what you've lined up for us. What is our package?
It's a 7-night package with flights from Toronto. Now, we can easily do the add-ons from Calgary, but it's just to give people an idea. $12.69 plus tax, and it's it gives a little summary of the things that you can do. If you want to spend a little bit longer or take in a couple of other cities, we can even get you into places like Vienna or Budapest and do the train transfer between, do something a little customized, or if you like everything done for you like me, you can just get on a river cruise and do it that way.
And do it that way, exactly.
But it's definitely one of my top 10.
And the accommodation, you like where it is?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the old quarter, in the old town there. That's where you want to be, close to the river, close to the square, walking around. But as I say, if you're a little bit further out because it's a more economical hotel, not a problem. The public transit works very well.
$12.69 seems quite reasonable.
Yes, very good.
I mean, that's getting you over there and you're staying.
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Like, that's your accommodation from Toronto. Okay, sounds good. I liked it. I would like to sip some wine on the sidewalk cafes with you.
Well, we need to do that sometime.
Can you imagine the pictures that would come back from that one? Road trip, go to the road. What goes on the road stays on the road. For more details on today's destination, any other travel questions you might have, you can check out Leslie's website, thetravellady.ca, or 277-6884. Thanks, Les.